Hey guys, good evening. Srikanth here again with the Nifty levels for tomorrow, 12th of May 2020. We had, a very good gap up today and eventually taking out all the levels for the day and making a high around 9440, and then Nifty could not sustain further. Eventually drifted down to the day lows, filling up an entire gap that it had opened, and eventually breaking yesterday's close as well, making a low around 9220 and eventually closed at 9239, making it simply a kind of a dozy, narrow range dozy bar on a daily chart basis. The levels for tomorrow for Nifty, that stands at on the demand side we have 9199, 9161, 9071, 9020, which is the last one, guys. Okay, so 9199, 9161, 9071, 9020. This is all at the demand level. Here, guys, 9161 is a key support level tomorrow, so that will be the make or break level on a closing basis. So decisive break below this, we can potentially witness a continued downward pressure. On the supply side, which is at the resistance, we have key levels at 9301 and 9325. 9325 is a very key level, guys. Keep in mind 9325. So above 9325, we could again witness 9378 and last major resistance at 9475. 9475. So here, guys, on the supply side, 9325 is a make or break decisive level. So taking out this could potentially witness 9378 as well as 9475 in a pretty fast way. So coming back to this, let's have a look at the Nifty chart as to how it is actually been looking at, and how we go with this. This is the Nifty chart on TradingView website. So let me put a daily one. If you look at the daily chart here, guys, so take a look at this. We have got the falling trend line just about this. This is actually this entire piece. If you look at it, predominantly this typically means a breakout by any technical fashion. However, this could not sustain and then falling below the breakout level, and this is just hovering around this level, guys. Take a look at this. There is also trend line support coming in from here all the way to this, and this is technically, if I have to say that, this has broken the primary trend line here and going in a cluster of range environment here. Now here, guys, today's low, which is apparently falling on this trend line support, this is typically known as kind of a wedge pattern. So basically any close below this trend line, which is typically coming around on this lows, guys, 9075 level here, this is the low here. We were here, could witness around 9200 or somewhere around 9175 levels approximately. So sustained closing below this, which actually confirms the downward trend, technically confirms the downward trend, and with the potential targets for this going down all the way to the first level of support is going around 8815, and subsequent to this 8400 levels as well. So let's also take a look at this in an intraday time frame. Let's look at it 45 minutes time frame. All right, this 45 minutes time frame, why I choose 45 minutes is basically this time frame allows us to have the equal number of bars for any given day, which meaning that we have around a total of 6 hours and 15 minutes trading that we have in our markets starting at 9:15 to 3:30 p.m. So this each 45-minute candle allows us to have entire time is equally divided into one candle is 45 minutes, which means that there will be around 7 candles we have in a day. So each candle will be provided with the same weight as opposed to another fashion. Okay, let's take a look at this 45-minute chart. If you look at this on 45-minute time scale, this is the same chart that we drew on daily. This is the daily just now we are looking at. And if you look at back in 45 minutes scale, you could witness that the price action is pretty much falling online into this trend line. Right, so last time this trend line has been tested on 6th of May, on the morning of 6th of May on first bar, and then after it has pulled back up, but however could not sustain any further, came down again on the 2 days ago on 8th of May, gapped up, came near to this, and today which has also tried to penetrate or break this falling trend line or the wedge, but again it could not sustain any further, eventually taking support again back on this trend line, guys. Now, so as we look at this, going back, looking at this, we will need a decisive break above or below this. If you see this, there is a huge contraction happening here. This is the entire range is getting contracted. Take a look at this. This is a wide range which is getting a contraction. So eventually, the day we see any decisive close below this line, below this trend line or above this line, so we could actually witness a directional move, either the upside or the downside. I'm expecting this to happen maybe by Wednesday, and we will have an amazing weekly expiry coming this Thursday. So I'm just waiting for this to decisively give me direction. Okay, now for tomorrow, like I stated, guys, keep in mind on the key levels 9161 on the lower side and 9325 on the higher side. So these are the decisive key levels for the Nifty to make or break. Coming back to the Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty again we had another narrow range type, and we opened gapped up at 19640 and continued to brace higher to 19750, but could not sustain any further. And Bank Nifty was the weakest index today as opposed to Nifty, which was still trying to balance out. But Bank Nifty could not sustain any further. Eventually drifted down to test the low of 19,300, and which is continuing to drown further and breaking the key support level at 18,940 of yesterday. However, briefly closing above the 18,940 level, closing at 18,950. So making the day again as such, falling again into a hammer type, which is again a negative candle. We'll see this chart going ahead. However, first take a look at the levels. So we have again key support at 18,890 and 18,700, 18,600, and lastly 18,420. However, keep in mind the key decisive level for this is 18,700. So any close or sustaining below 18,700 as a potentially defines the weakness confirms the weakness in the index, and could test 18,600 as well as 18,420 as well. On the supply side, which is typically the key resistances, we have 19,408, 19,611, 19,730, lastly 19,921. 19,408, 19,611, 19,730, lastly at 19,921. Here again, guys, the key level is 19,408. 19,408 is the key decisive level for a Bank Nifty on the supply side. A sustained move above this above 19408 could potentially witness 19730 as well as 19921. Right, so for tomorrow, keep these two numbers in the back of your mind, 18700 and 19408. 19700 and 19408. Let's have a look at the Bank Nifty charts on the smart basis for tomorrow in terms of understanding what's happening on the chart side, guys. So let me look at Bank Nifty. If you look at this, guys, this is again a 45-minute chart. So let's just jump ourselves into the daily chart once. Alright, so let me just identify and draw some levels. So this is the daily chart. Again, we have a close below this falling, higher rising trend line. So let's look at the horizontal line. Look at this. This is again, this candle has made a high and provided to be a clear breakout, but apparently giving up all the gains that it has, moving and falling below the rising trend line here. However, if you look at this on a daily chart, we have plenty of supports on the charts here, falling into technically looking at 18940 and 18900 levels. So this low is around 18941 and today's low is around 18900 approximately. So now if you look at this, a sustained close below this 18900, right? So in intraday basis or on a closing basis, even more precise, we could potentially witness the next level, which is going to be here around 18730, 18700. Like I stated, this is one of the key level for tomorrow. So keep in mind 18700. And subsequent to this, we will have to be, we'll be looking at further lows around 18400. 18420 here, and then eventually 17,900 for the days to come. All right. So keep in mind. Let's also look at the switch back to the lower time frame intraday side, which is at 45 minutes. So if you look at the 45 minutes time frame, the same pattern. So you could even extend this further all the way to this. So now if you look at this, this is predominantly at a critical and key support level. Below this, it is actually opening the floodgates to the downwards side, guys. Okay, now so on the upside, if you look at the upside, we have the critical key resistances going around here around 19,420 and then followed by 19,600 range here, and apparently around the 19,900. So by looking at this, what I conclude here is that we have to get a decisive break, either the downside or on the upside is potentially around this is typically around 19,900 and above, not below this. This is the another falling trend line here. If you look at this 19,800 zone approximately. So just we got to be cautious, and we got to be looking at these levels. Take out around these 19,800 levels and sustain above it, or if tomorrow gaps down and sustains below this 18,900, I think so that has potentially created the downward trend for Bank Nifty. In other words, already we have a downward trend, but it will be an accelerated downtrend, right? So watch out for tomorrow. Tomorrow's opening and sustaining it, and take a further action subsequently. All right. I hope this videos are helping you out in terms of positioning your trades, and they've been helpful for you in your trading, and I hope you're enjoying these videos. And once again, I would like to wish you a very good trading day tomorrow. Thank you.